Well, wasn't exactly the way we wanted to start SEC play, that's for sure. Fortunately, it only counts as one game, 1 out of 30. So we got 29 left. Thought it was a well-played game. Both teams, I thought both starting pitchers were really good. Thought both relief pitchers were really good. Obviously we didn't hit enough against a really good pitcher that's, pitched well for them. He pitched well for them last year before the season was shut down. There's a reason why he's their Friday night starter, why he's got the numbers that he has. And I think you got to tip your hat to him. I thought Jaden pitched really, really well. This kid had 3 at-bats going into the game, and I thought he was going to be sacrifice bunting, and Jaden laid one in there to, let him sacrifice bunt and get hit the ball out of the ballpark to give him a 2-0 lead. We had a chance early in the game in the first inning where we loaded the bases, but their kid made some good pitches and we weren't able to get a knock. Who knows if we'd have came through there, if we'd have got a lead, maybe the game would have been a little bit different, but it didn't happen. I think again, you tip your hat to their pitcher. He just really pitched well against us, kept us off balance a lot with mixing his pitches, and we hit a lot of balls hard, but it was a tough night, with the wind galing in. It was cold. It was just not a good night to hit. We didn't square a lot of balls up. And when we did, they played really good defense tonight against us, and we just didn't do enough. It was their night tonight, and it was not so much for us. But the guys pitched well. We played good defense for the most part. A couple nice plays. We just just couldn't muster enough offense against them. So we'll turn the page, get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, Paul, this was the
Coach. What did you tell your team after the game? Obviously, this is not how anybody wanted to start, but what did you tell your team after the game?
Anybody have any questions?
Coach, can you hear me?
Yes.
What did you tell your team after the game?
Basically what I just told you. The score was 6-1, but obviously their kid put a good swing on the ball for the 2-run homer. Gavin Dugas put a good swing on a ball for us. It didn't leave the ballpark, off the wall, and we got a run there. Had him in scoring position, and another hit would have at that point I think were we down 3-1 or 2-1, right? So we could have tied the game there. We had a chance at the beginning of the game, and when you're facing a really good pitching staff, and make no mistake about it, these guys have one of the best pitching staffs in the country. You're not going to get a lot of opportunities, and the kids are trying when they get a chance. If we get if we don't take advantage of those opportunities, we're just not going to get a lot of them. And what happened was they had a couple of chances, and Jaden pitched out of them. I thought Jaden really pitched well, but then he tired there at the end and loaded the bases. Mikhail came in, threw a first pitch strike, and the kid hit a ball and it found a hole, and they got 2 runs on us and kind of broke the game open. But I thought Mikhail threw the ball well, and then the swinging bunt that bang bang play at first base, and the guy beats it out. So I thought it was a well played game by both teams. We just couldn't muster enough offense, and they mustered just enough to be able to beat us. So that's what I told the team. And, the best thing they could do is, forget about it, and let's get ready for tomorrow. Get in the batting cages tomorrow with Coach Smith, get themselves in a good positive frame of mind, get ready to face another good arm tomorrow. We're going to face another really good arm tomorrow. That throws extremely hard, and we got to be ready to meet that challenge and play hard behind Landon Marceau tomorrow.
Yeah, Paul, this was still a 3-1 game coming out the 7th. Was any thought to pull Jaden a little bit earlier? I know his pitch count was up, but did you feel at that point like I'm gonna ride him out as long as I can, so I can maybe just use 2 pitchers tonight?
Yeah, that was part of it, Ron. I thought he was still throwing the ball good. In his last outing, he threw right at 100 pitches and still felt pretty strong. And I'm trying to remember. I remember there was a blue pit in there. Trying to remember the other 2 guys that got on. I I thought he was still throwing the ball good, and then he got Hancock out with the bases loaded, nobody out. So he still had some good stuff. But once he got over 100 pitches, that was going to be the end. So when he got that out, and I thought McHale could come in and get a double play ball, and he kind of did. The guy hit the same ball that Collier Cranford hit earlier in the game. It's just he pulled it about 20 feet more than Collier did. They turned the double play on Collier's ball, and this ball found a hole and scored 2 runs for them. But McHale came in and thought he threw a pretty good pitch, and I think it was Tanner. Logan Tanner, the catcher, that hit that ball in the hole. So I thought that Jaden still had it, and that was the right time to leave him in. And he loaded the bases, but he got the big out. And then I thought McHale could come in and get a double play ball, and the ball was just hit a little bit more towards the shortstop. Maybe we would have got the double play ball, but didn't work out exactly the way we'd hoped. But we ended up only using 1 guy out of our bullpen, so we got 2 games to play and still have our premier guys available.
Paul, your team didn't make a lot of mistakes tonight. I mean, like you said, there wasn't any glaring thing that you can point to. Are games like this, I know they're all tough for you to take, but are they more difficult, or do you feel like you can keep them the momentum or positive thoughts going because you didn't play poorly, you just didn't win?
Yeah, I mean, and that's what happens in the SEC. And the talent differential between the teams is so minuscule all the time, not just us in Mississippi State, but everywhere. And it's just a matter of, on a given day, the difference between winning and losing is, a couple of at-bats, a couple of plays, a couple of pitches. And credit Mississippi State today, they did a little bit more than we did. I don't feel like we played a poor game. I don't think we hit well. I don't think we hit great, but I credit that to Mississippi State's pitching, not necessarily poor hitting. It was really good pitching against us tonight. And hopefully tomorrow we'll face really good pitching again, and hopefully we'll be able to rise up and get some hits, and especially when they matter. And hey, look, it's hard to throw up big scores against arms like you face in this league. But you got to score more than 1 run in order to win, and we just we couldn't muster enough offense tonight. I didn't think our team played poorly. I didn't think we, with the exception of the error there in the top of the 9th inning, which we pitched around. I didn't think we made many mistakes or anything like that. I thought everybody competed really hard, and we just came up short tonight. Somebody has to lose the game, and today we were on the short end of it. Tomorrow's a new day. We'll go out, get after it, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have a good final outcome.